When Faggy and I were engaged to be married, we went into the Rebbe as a bride and a groom to get a blessing from the Rebbe for our upcoming marriage. And the Rebbe said that you should bring light and warmth to other people, and the Almighty will bring light and warmth into your lives. And that was a very powerful and beautiful blessing that we have cherished ever since.
I remember in 1979 when the Crown Heights community found out that Mommy and Tati were moving on Shluchas. We were living in Crown Heights, we were established, they were pillars of the Crown Heights community, and they decided they want to go on Shluchas because this is the life they want to lead.
Anyone who's a shliach would be a person or a couple that would choose that they want to go out and they want to represent the Rebbe in bringing Yiddishkeit to that part of the world.
9 children. I myself now, how do they do it?
Tati's friends, they didn't know what hit him. Like, what happened to you? I think the Rebbe had recently spoken again about going on a shlichus, and Mommy and Tati made a decision, that's it, they're going on shlichus.
One of the most happiest days in my life when we had the answer from the Rebbe that we are on a mission working for him.
When you hear the word happy, what comes to mind? What is happiness?
You know, when I think of what makes me happy, it's all the people around me.
People need to be happy. And so that if you're not happy, then you're searching for your happiness. Some of us always look happy, some of us would love to look happy all the time.
We got married in 1964, and in 1965, I had a job offer in London, England. The Rebbe gave me his blessing, and we went to England, and we were there for 7 years.
The hot is olive. Good.
We joined Chabad of Mequon about 13 years ago when we were looking for a Hebrew school for my children.
I came here as a parent probably 11 years ago, 12 years ago with my son.
We had no idea the specialness of this place when we chose it.
You keep Shabbos, you don't keep Shabbos, you're welcome here. You keep kosher, you don't keep kosher, you're welcome here.
We have some people that come all the time, and then we have people that just come occasionally.
Got me on the road to understanding why sometimes bad things happen to good people, and to continue and strengthen my faith in God.
In 1972 we came back to Brooklyn, and I worked in the field of education for 7 years. And in 1979 I had a job offer to go to Houston, Texas. It was very interesting and fascinating because I was born in Houston, Texas, but I left as an infant. I remember nothing from Texas, so...
Going to Lazarus, they're going to Texas, and it was like, it was literally unbelievable.
It was intriguing to go back to the place where I was born. And I worked there for 3 years and built up a Chabad school.
Pioneers. You're right, they are pioneers. They would do the unexpected, what seems impossible.
And one of our students just came over to me this morning and said to me,
I want to do it on like generations and how people in America get to do like bat mitzvahs, and sometimes in Russia they didn't get to do it.
His birthday is on Friday, so
140 bar mitzvahs. I have the list of 140 bar mitzvahs that he's done in 30 years. How many is that a year?
almost like they did all the work and now we get to come and add the garnishing. You know, we get to make it nicer and more beautiful. But in truth, they did all the work.
They still do.
They doing all the work, yeah, that's the thing.
They do.
And in 1982, I came back to Brooklyn, and that's where I met Rabbi Shmutkin, who was looking for someone to come to the North Shore of Milwaukee and create a Chabad presence. And we opened up Chabad it was Fox Point.
Tati ran a preschool and a summer camp at the same time that he and Mommy started a community, building a community, running a Chabad house, starting classes, starting a Hebrew school, starting programs, all of these things at the same time.
I was looking for a house that had a large finished basement that I could immediately invite people to come and have services. And I set up a shul in the basement. That was the beginning of the Center for Jewish Life. That was the first site.
People came to Shul on Shabbos, and Mommy would say to me, you know, this person looks like they're not so comfortable. You know, welcome them, sit with them, help them, show this person the page. The children, take the children, you know, do something with the children. So all of us felt a sense of like partnership as young as we were.
Tonight is all about the ethics of privacy, and the Jewish system of ethics is I have responsibilities.
I've been coming here for the study for about the last 4 years and make studying the different topics very educational, always with a smile and always excited about his teaching.
Western law, common law, American law, secular law versus Torah law.
Well, the studying that we're doing right now is on everyday ethical dilemmas, and each one is different and exciting.
Sometimes we have two positive ethical standards, principles, fundamentals that we want to observe.
More and more people started to come, and that's how it grew until we outgrew that basement, and we had to find a property where we can build a shul, and we came to Mequon.
They finally got a house in Mequon, and then they built a real building in Mequon with the glass doors of the Chabad house. We're like, we have glass doors. It's like a real building. It's like a building.
It was a one-family house, but we renovated the house, and we made the ground floor into a shul. We had a kiddush room, a library, an office. Eventually, we outgrew that facility, and that's when we built the first part of what is now Center for Jewish Life. 1/4 of this building became the shul and chapel. There was a library.
I'll never forget the sparkle in Tati's eyes when the truck came to pour the concrete for the first mikveh in Mequon. You could see on his face the joy, the beaming excitement, almost like a child.
There's a nice video, maybe 30, 40 seconds of the rabbi kind of narrating, telling people what's going on. Here's going to be the mikveh, here comes the trucks, and
we're pouring the mikveh in Mequon.
He's
This is a very exciting moment. This is the beginning of our mikveh. Today, the cement trucks will be coming shortly and pouring the cement for the mikveh.
It was such a big moment because they came from a basement. They started off with one family. With the bima was a piece of dresser with a board.
While we were doing that, we also began the preschool. I don't know if Rivki told you all the details. The preschool began in that one little house that stood on the property.
1999 was the first year we had a preschool here. The preschool started with 3 kids.
How many children were there in your preschool? How many?
My wife ran the school. She was a teacher, she was the principal, she was the cleaning lady, she was the cook.
Because it's the one person, it's about that one family, that one child, that one parent that we are making a difference in, and that's what Mommy and Tati represent.
It truly looks at each child as a unique individual, but it focuses on the importance of being a child in this world.
Sense of community, I think, is what defines us more than any other preschool.
This is something that I'm, from now, forever dedicating my life to.
Now that our kids have graduated as alumni, we are still here. I'm in this video. I can't seem to break myself away.
And then about 10 years later, in 2005 or 2006, we built this building that is now Center for Jewish Life.
When the Rapoports asked me
to see if I could lead a fundraising campaign to expand our synagogue, and more than our synagogue, expand it into a community. It didn't seem that it was possible. I didn't think it was possible. Make a long story short, we did it.
And you can talk and socialize. The only thing is, the last ones to leave are the ones who wash the dishes.
We do have a lot of fun, actually. A rabbi has a wonderful sense of humor.
I always wondered, when do they sleep?
Are you taping me?
Yes, I am.
Most people said to me, "You're going to Wisconsin? Are there Jews in Wisconsin?"
You should bring light and warmth to other people, and the Almighty will bring light and warmth into your lives.